before I log in and play, I've got to tell you guys, I did not expect to enjoy World of Warcraft as much as I am. Brief history of my gaming background. I mainly played like Sims and Stardew Valley, and that's about as much as my PC gaming background has. My boyfriend is like a massive gamer, so I watched him play WoW for years, and he's like basically suggested to me, oh, why don't you make a character on my account, which is what I did. I set up a hunter, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually really enjoyed it. And so after playing a few times, because I could only play on his account, it was on his PC, and when he was wanting to play on his own like character on his account, I couldn't play it. So kind of decided, right, I'll pay a month subscription and we'll see how it goes. And I'm already level 16. I'm a level 16 hunter named Soot Soot. I have a little cat named Momo, and I'm loving it. Look, I'm just a girlie who loves a little cat, okay? I just wanted a little pet. That's basically what I wanted. But I'm having a good time. I'm questing, I'm doing all the little quests. It's satisfying collecting all the things. I'm a little herbalist and an alchemist, and I'm just having a good time. So if anyone out there is debating World of Warcraft, then let me tell you that it's good and you will enjoy it. Also, is anyone else still trying to get through their like Christmas biscuits and chocolate, because there's just so much. I've got like some Victoria biscuits that I just keep eating with my tea, and I'm like, will this just be endless? Because when they're finished, what am I going to do? There's going to be no biscuits, there's going to be nothing to have with my tea. I'm going to have to buy biscuits. That's a sad time, that is. Also, I don't think I've checked in with the blog in forever. I've had a really weird, like, slow week just getting into like the new year and getting back into a routine again. I'm kind of just, you know, making sure I'm getting up at a good time around like 7:30, so that I can actually see the sunrise, which is nice. I can see, you know, like the orange and the pinks and the pretty colours that just make your body clock feel good. And that's what I've been trying to settle into, having my oats every morning. I love a good porridge with peanut butter and banana. That's my favourite thing for breakfast. Making sure I'm, you know, maybe me and my partner will play chess in the morning with coffee before he goes to work, and I make sure I'm doing like my yoga routine, or I'm cleaning, or I'm doing a lot of crochet, which I will say I'm working on a crochet pattern for a bat. I sent it to a friend and she tried it out and gave me some pointers to kind of test and things, so I'm going to take it back to the drawing board a little bit. I need to wait till I can order some more yarn and then test that out. That is going to work. I will show you. I'm also working on some little scrunchie sets, so I'm going to do like a little pastel set. I think I'll do another one to go with this, possibly like a white. It depends on if I order some yarn soon or not. And then these kind of more like earthy tone ones, but yeah, I'm actually really enjoying making these scrunchies. They are pretty cute. So I firstly just wanted to kind of share how I like to get back into routine, and especially in the morning I love to just open the curtains and let the sunshine in. Soaking in that sunshine is just going to make you feel 10 times better and make you more alert already. And then I also love to make my bed pretty much first thing. I just love it being neat and tidy for the day. I live in a small room, so my bed is basically my sofa during the day, and having it neat and tidy just makes my mind feel clear. I always like to have a good stretch, just have a little look out the window and get my circadian rhythm going with that sunshine. Secondly, I love a good cat snuggle in the morning. My cat City is very snuggly in the morning. She loves her cuddles in the morning, not so much during the daytime, and then again in the evening of course, but she needs her cuddles of course. And then getting my yoga or any kind of exercise in the morning is just so important to make me feel better and have a good mental attitude for the day. And then the rest of my day is kind of different. I mean, I might do some crochet, so here I'm just working on a scrunchie set, or I might play some World of Warcraft for a bit, or I might do some more reading, or I'll edit a vlog. It's very varied. In the evening, I like to have something kind of similar, have a little routine, and that first I might put my aromatherapy diffuser on. I love some lavender essential oil just to make me feel calm and relaxed and ready for the evening. And then later on in the evening, I come off all technology by sort of 8:30, and I like to kind of spend my last sort of hour and a half before bed just reading off away from blue light. We all know that's bad and it can keep you wide awake. And reading, it does the opposite. It kind of helps me send me to sleep. So for me, it's just the perfect wind down activity. Hey guys, thought I would round up this weird bitty vlog with some book chat, because I know I did that at the end of the last vlog and I kind of enjoyed doing that, and I've read a couple books since then, and I thought I'd update with what I had read. First up, I finished Belladonna by Adeline Grace, and I liked it. I wouldn't say it's like a 5-star book, I'd say kind of a 3.5 out of 5. It wasn't one of those books that I picked up and then like couldn't put down, but it was still a good and enjoyable book. If you want like a gothic romance fantasy vibe, then this is for you. There are ghosts in it, there's a romance with the Grim Reaper himself, the Shadow Daddy. There is a kind of ballroom vibes, it's like winter vibes, there's some Christmas in there. It's just like through that season of like September to December, that's where this book is basically set. The characters are good, I enjoyed the characters. There's like a little mystery kind of crime solving plot going throughout the whole story, so it keeps you intrigued. I didn't quite really feel the romance, like the chemistry wasn't quite there for a lot of the book, but yeah, it was good vibes and good gothic fantasy. Next up, I actually really liked it. Look, I understand why people hate it. I get that the writing in this, it's not like the best literature you're gonna get. You're not getting like poetic writing in this. It is kind of like a fan fiction, I'd say. It's almost like a mixture of like Divergent and the ACOTAR books put together. But I liked it and I couldn't put it down. I literally read it in 2 days. I just enjoyed the characters. I really like the representation of different disabilities in there as well. I think that, and I feel like Rebecca Yarros did it in a way that was actually kind of tasteful and not obviously forced. Like, when you either read something or watch some TV series nowadays, you can tell that a character is put in to fit an agenda or to force an idea, or we have to have X disabled or X coloured character in this because we need to, not written into the story in a way that makes sense and is representative truly of who they are. And I feel like the characters in this that do have the disabilities is done in such a great way where I didn't question why they were put in. They were just, it's like talking to a friend who might have a disability. You don't question it, you just accept them for who they are, and that's how I felt reading this book. So that was really nice to see, actually, and to see in a fantasy, because we don't really see that much, I guess, because fantasy anyway represents the outliers in society, the abnormals. In my dissertation, when I did a dissertation, I focused on kind of like witchcraft in TV and movies, and that was one of the things that I found, was that witchcraft itself, or magic itself, fantasy, is there to represent us, I say us, outliers in society. Someone, maybe it's part of an LGBTQ group, or someone, a person of colour, someone with a disability, maybe autism, different things like that. So I think that's why, the full thing has done so well, is because there are many different, there are gender neutral characters, there are people of colour, there are people with different disabilities, but they don't let their disabilities hinder them in this book. And yeah, that's what I really liked about it. And obviously the romance plot is really good. It isn't enemies to lovers, so if you like that trope, you will love this. Yeah, I really liked it, and I would recommend it to anyone that wants fantasy, or if you like the ACOTAR series, I think you'll like this. Like I said, don't go into it thinking you're reading the best literature of your life, like it's not that, but it was good nonetheless, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it a 4.8, 4.9 out of 5, because I'm gonna take a point off some of the lines. And then we have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I am very almost done. This is how much I have left. I actually really like this book. The cover is a bit deceptive to the actual story. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting some of the things that happened in this book, for sure. It's kind of set in the 1900s, and I really, really, really love the character dynamic between our female character and the romantic interest. I think her, I think she comes across as autistic, and I personally really like that, because I relate to a lot of the things the character says about, struggling in social situations, or like how do you interact with people that from different areas of the world, and just preferring to kind of sit with a book and not be around big groups of people, or doing things analytically. And I really enjoy her character growth and development throughout the book, and learning that actually it's her strength that she is like that, and it's fine, and there are people that love her for that. And it made me feel happy that if I felt like represented in the book as well, so that was nice. And there's fairies, the fairy king in there. There's like a little bit of a kind of mystery here and there, trying to solve some bits and bobs, but yeah, it's just whimsical and it was nice. It's kind of a bit winter vibes, but you could read it whenever really, but it is kind of set in autumn to winter, and there's snow, and it makes you want to be like by a fireplace and curl up and get warm. So I've actually ordered the second book in the series, because I think it's just come out. I think it is Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands, so that's on my way. And then I've also ordered Iron Flame, because of course I had to get a second book to Full Thing. I will hopefully try and update that in the next vlog if I finish them in time. I've heard interesting things about Iron Flame. I've seen a lot of people saying like it's really emotional, so I'm preparing myself mentally to cry a lot. But yeah, oh, and I want to say thank you so much for all the love on my Etsy store. I've suddenly had like an influx of orders, and it's been really weird but great at the same time. Like every time I get an order, I just have a little happy dance. I'm so happy. I think I've been working on the scrunchie edits, and they've been really popular, so I'm working on some other ones I can do. I've ordered a couple bits of yarn for a different colour palette, so I'm excited to see where everything goes. So yeah, thank you if you have stayed tuned for this long. Like I said, a bit of a weird vlog, but we will work on that, and I hope you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.